So the blinking idiot is back. So some of you ongoing Covishield and Covaxin vaccinations have started, right? A lot of you would have taken the vaccines and are going through flu-like symptoms. Some of you are going through flu-like symptoms. Now, before this was still there is a group of people. There are a lot of myths in the market. Some people think that you might get COVID or these flus might lead to COVID if you take vaccines. So this video is typically to bust the myths and bring forward to you how does Covishield in particular work. Okay, how does it work internally when we take this Covishield? Why do we get flu-like symptoms? Is Covishield a particular, as in attenuated or dead SARS-CoV-2 virus? What is it and how does it work? This is how it works. Now, typically, let us say how vaccines work. When you give a vaccine, you are actually inoculating a particular kind of, a similar kind of virus or the dead virus itself in the body in order for your body to understand that there is a threat to the system, immune system, and the immune system responds to the threat with the production of antibodies. Now, when you give the virus, what you typically do is in a vaccination, when you introduce the virus, you make the body known that this is the virus that it looks like. This is how it looks like. So second time, when you actually get infected, the body knows the known threat. You are making the threat known to the body. Now, some of you might be thinking, so this virus that we are all talking about is SARS-CoV-2. It is called SARS-CoV-2, the one which causes COVID-19 infections. Some of you might be thinking, right, that we are introducing this SARS-CoV-2 virus through the vaccination in your body in order to, for your body to identify it, right? And there are a set of people, I have heard there are a set of people who are a little afraid that sometimes this SARS-CoV-2 vaccine might also cause COVID. First of all, you need to understand that this fear or this thought is totally a myth and it cannot happen. COVID can never happen from this vaccine. Why I am telling this with this much of confidence? I am telling this because in the vaccine, particularly in Covishield, you are not being introduced to the SARS-CoV-2 virus. You are in fact getting introduced to a flu virus which is called adenovirus, which is coated with the spike protein of COVID-19. Now, what do I mean by this? Now, typically, you have to understand how vaccines are introduced. Typically, this Covishield vaccine is basically a vector vaccine. What does a vector vaccine mean? A vector vaccine means that you are introducing the virus through a vector. A vector is basically a vehicle by which the virus is getting introduced. Here, the vehicle is adenovirus. It is not COVID virus. It is an adenovirus. Now, adenovirus is genetically modified in this case, in the case of Covishield, with the coating of the spike cell. Now, typically, how does your COVID virus look? You must have seen pictures, right, in internet. So you have viral material here and you have a spike protein. Now, what the scientists have done is they have genetically engineered adenovirus and have covered adenovirus with this spike protein. So inside you have adenovirus and outside you have a spike protein which looks similar to SARS-CoV-2. Okay. So, and what is adenovirus? What is adenovirus? Adenovirus is typically a flu-causing virus. Now, here in Covishield, we are using the chimpanzee adenovirus. An adenovirus which infects the chimpanzees. We could have used the adenovirus of human beings as well, which is used in some other vaccines. But typically, we are using chimpanzee adenovirus because it is important for the body not to have existing antibodies when you are introducing this vaccine. Got it? So suppose, let us say if you use human adenovirus, what might have happened if you might have fallen sick previously, so your immune system will not react. So we are taking a chimpanzee adenovirus, covering it or genetically modifying it with the spike protein, and then you are introducing it to the body. The other important factor to understand here is this is a non-replicating chimpanzee adenovirus. What do I mean by non-replicating virus? Non-replicating means that when it goes inside your body, it will not replicate. So you are getting introduced to a fixed number of viruses which will remain in your body, cause flu-like symptoms, trigger the immune reaction, but it will not replicate and cause the actual disease. Okay, so few points to remember here. Point number one, this you are not getting introduced to the actual SARS-CoV-2 virus in Covishield. Point number two, it's a chimpanzee adenovirus. You must have come across this term CH-ADOX1. So this is the name of the adenovirus. CH stands for the chimpanzee and AD stands for adenovirus. Now, why are you getting flu-like symptoms? You are getting flu-like symptoms because typically you are getting introduced to the adenovirus which causes a flu. So you are basically getting a flu because you are introduced to the flu virus, but it can never become but how your body identifies that it is COVID? Because of the spike protein which is genetically engineered. Now understand this, all this virus development, genetically engineering your adenovirus with your spike protein, everything has happened within 1 year along with the clinical trials. Compare this with the first vaccine which was developed for smallpox in 1796. Smallpox have been, pustules of smallpox have been found in the mummies of Rameses V, the Pharaoh of Egypt, which was around, who died around 1100-1200 BC, which is 3000 years back. It is estimated, or historians think, that smallpox might have been in the human civilization from 10,000 BC, right? So definitely we have evidence from 3000, we have evidence from 3000 BC, and historians estimate it might have been there till 10,000 BC. So 3,500 years it has been taken to develop the first vaccine, and here we are getting a genetically engineered vaccine in a span of 1 year. Understand, this is the beauty of human civilization and how you have combated the diseases. That's all for this video. Next time maybe we could discuss how vaccines have got developed, the variolation process and other things. If you like the video, do share among your friends and acquaintances, and subscribe to my channel by clicking on the bell icon. Thank you.